Hi, I'm Tracy from the Sexy Aging Fitness Training app, and in today's strength training workout today, I've got a variation on dumbbells. If you do not have a variation, perhaps you only have one set of dumbbells, that is fine. Something is better than nothing. We're trying to build lean muscle tissue to support our health from midlife and beyond, because we want to maintain and keep that lean muscle tissue so that we can support our joints, we can support our metabolism, our brain health, our heart health, and our confidence. Okay, so today's workout is a little bit different. I've got 6 exercises that you're going to do one after the other, 3 rounds. If you want to follow this workout in a format where you push play and go and you just follow the workout, then check it out below. I've put the workout in the notes, but also in the Sexy Aging Fitness app, you can do exactly that. So you push play and it'll tell you exactly what to do, for how long and how many reps. So perhaps you want to check out the Sexy Aging Fitness app. If not, follow through the exercises here in this video and then get after it. Put on your favorite music, enjoy yourself as you do a workout. So the first exercise is dumbbell squats with bicep curls. So we're doing 2 muscle groups. We're doing our legs and our arms at the same time. That's going to save you a whole heap of time. All right, so your feet are underneath your hips. Your dumbbells are hanging from your sides. And as you sit back, you're going to sit back in that chair, push your hips straight back, keep your chest up and your core strong. You sit back and then you squeeze the hands towards your shoulders. So you bring the weights up to your shoulders, squeezing into your biceps. As you stand up, take the weights down to your sides. So you sit back and squeeze, stand up and release. So squeeze as you sit, release as you stand. Okay, so you're going to do about 8 to 12 repetitions, or until you can really start to feel it. Your arms are likely to give out before your legs will. Okay, next exercise is a balance style exercise, which we need because as we age, we do tend to lose our balance. So this one's going to be good for the hamstrings, the glutes, the core, balance. So it's a single leg deadlift. You're going to use the same dumbbell. You just put one down on the floor. Bring your arm out to the side to help with the balance. You can also do this exercise, and I'll show you, without lifting the leg from the floor, just by softly bending the support knee, taking the dumbbell down towards the floor, keeping your back straight, and then come on up by driving into the front heel. Now, to do it with the balance aspect, as the dumbbell comes towards the floor, lift your back heel, so it's like you're a pendulum, and then come on up and then touch the toe down. For those who want a little bit more of a challenge, as you come on up, you're just going to keep your toe off the floor. All right, so we are using our core in this exercise as well. So this one is directly targeting the muscles in the back of the thighs. You do one side, and then you do the other side, and then you'll find out if you do have any imbalances. It really starts to show up in exercises where you're doing one side and then the other. And I really notice that because I've had a full reconstruction on my right knee, so things are still wobbly, but I do really focus on building strength and balance around that. Okay, we're coming down to the floor for exercise 3, which is a dumbbell chest press, lying chest press on the floor. So I am going to go heavier on this one because I know that I can, but if any upper body exercises you're quite challenged by, just keep the same weights that you did for the legs and the biceps. So you're going to grab your dumbbells, you're going to lie back, keep your feet on the floor, bring your elbows level with your shoulders and your knuckles facing up. Now, just softly connect the lower back to the floor, so that's just switching on your core again. And you're going to drive the dumbbells to the ceiling, so it's like you're punching your knuckles to the sky, and then lower the elbows down towards the floor. So as your dumbbells come up, squeeze into your chest, and as you lower them down slowly, you should feel a little bit of shakiness in the arms and the chest. That's your muscles working. So we're building strength in the chest here. So you exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, keeping everything as smooth and as steady as you can. Okay, so that's your first upper body exercise. Okay, the next upper body exercise is for the back and back of the shoulders. And I'm going to drop back down to the lower weights here because it is quite challenging. We have a bent over fly. Okay, so we're going to push the hips back and my knees are bent. Push the hips back and lean over. Lift through the belly button to connect the core because you're in a bent over position for this exercise. Your hands are down in front of your legs. Now, as you lift the weights to the sides, bend the elbows. Okay, so it looks like this. Squeeze and lift. Squeezing into your back, initiating the movement from the back of the shoulders. Your eye gaze is slightly forward and not straight down because you want to keep the back of the neck long. You want to maintain the integrity of your spine. So as you fly those wings or those arms, you'll feel a squeeze in the back of the shoulders. Okay, so that's your dumbbell bent over flies. Okay, we're coming up to quite a tricky exercise, and I want to slow this right down to show you how to do it. So it's a dumbbell clean and press, and I am going to use slightly heavier weights again because I find it actually helps a little bit. But start with the lighter weights if you are unfamiliar with clean and press. The dumbbells are in front of my body and my feet are hip distance apart, knees a little soft. I'm going to lift the elbows straight up towards the shoulders. My hands are still facing the floor. Now I'm going to get my elbows underneath. So I flick it round and now you can see my forearms, the inside of my forearms. Then I'm going to keep the knees soft and the core strong and push the dumbbells straight up into the shoulders. Bring the elbows back down to shoulder height, and then you're going to flick the elbows over the top and straight back down the legs. Okay, so it's a compound exercise using a lot of muscles at the same time. Fantastic for strength and for fitness. Now, if I speed it up, I'm going to add a little bend when I catch the dumbbells. Little bend. Then a little straighten as I push the dumbbells over my head. When the dumbbells come back down, bend your knees again. And then straighten the knees as the dumbbells come up and over. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Flick, push, down, release. So do a little bit of practice with that one before you do this whole workout. And your last strength exercise is for your core, specifically plank shoulder taps. So come down to the floor. You'll come up into a high plank position and just take your feet wider than your hips. That's going to stop you rocking from side to side. But in having said that, you've got to also brace through your core so you don't rock. Now, staying in this position, you're going to lift one hand and tap across to the opposite shoulder. As you transfer one hand across, you'll notice a little squeeze in one side of your core. And it just changes each time you change your arm. That's the exact feeling we want. Now keep your body long. So your butt shouldn't be up in the air. You should be flat. Keep your eye gaze forward and tap the shoulder. Your option, if you're finding that really hard or you've got wrist or shoulder problems and you need a little bit more support, come down to your knees and do the same thing. You can still feel it. It's not going to put as much power into that core workout, but it's a good place to start with. So that's your strength training workout today. You're going to do each of those exercises one after the other. Check out the notes below to see the order. And you want to do each exercise for 45 seconds, okay? Once you've done all the exercises, then take a 1-minute break. Repeat 2 to 3 times. If you want to follow this workout in an order where you don't have to look at your piece of paper or you don't have to remember everything, then check out the Sexy Aging Fitness Training app. I'll see you next time.